fragrances for the professional woman. Whether you work at the office or, anywhere really, you might be wondering, what's a good fragrance you could wear to work? It not be too much or too little, a nice balanced fragrance, a serious fragrance, a business fragrance. So I have a small list. I'm going to start with a really nice one. This is Initio Musk Therapy. So pretty much everyone I've ever heard wear this has enjoyed it. So the reason I at least think that this is a really good option for the work environment is it's light. It's not intrusive. It's not, if you're sitting in a cubicle somewhere in the whole office, you're not going to just blast the office with a smell. This is a nice kind of controlled fragrance, but still nice, still noticeable. People will be able to appreciate that you're wearing this. It is obviously, as the name implies, a musk fragrance, but not your typical heavy animalistic musk. More of a very soft, white musk. Definitely more on the feminine side. It has some sandalwood as well, a little bit of florals. Very nice, very smooth. Again, it's not going to blast anyone's nostrils or anything, or give anyone a headache. This is just a nice, simple fragrance. It's not super strong, it's not super complex, just a simple, reliable, slightly cozy sort of fragrance. It stands its ground. It does what it's meant to do. So this is good if you prefer white musk, a lighter type of musk, but still something with just a touch of warmth, kind of more of a natural scent here. Very, very elegant, very, again, good for the professional atmosphere. Then, by the way, I have a new channel called Shining Times, link in the description, and it's mainly about gardening, hiking, traveling, more outdoorsy things. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, be sure to subscribe. It really supports the channel. Another one, but a little bit more retro here. This is Red Door by Elizabeth Arden. Now, this is indeed a little bit older. It's from the 90s pretty much, and it's still a great option. It's just a very classic floral option. Tons of florals. A single honey note to give it a little bit of sweetness. Some powderiness, a little bit like, talcum powder. And again, the fragrances on this list are not meant to be overpowering, or they're not clubbing fragrances, these are business fragrances, and this really fits the bill. I would say this is stronger than Musk Therapy, so it's more noticeable, but at the same time, still not going to give people headaches, not going to disrupt the work environment. This is just a very, very nice, slightly sweet, very feminine, classic scent, and the best part, it will last a very long time. Usually, floral scents don't last that long. This will last a good, I would say, 6 to 7 hours, maybe even longer. As long as you're at work, this is gonna last. So you can easily rely on this. It's not gonna backfire on you or anything. So good choice. It's also more affordable than some of these other options. I think it's about $30 to $40. So good option for those on a budget. Plus you get this cool looking little bottle of a Red Door. So then one of my favorites is the Gentle Fluidity here, which is pretty much a very crisp, very clean juniper berry scent, which is juniper berries. You'll find those out in the forest, So this is a very kind of more foresty, more green, more natural smelling sort of fragrance, and it's super refreshing. This is one of the most refreshing fragrances I come across. Kind of a icy cold refreshingness, and that's really pleasant, especially if you work somewhere that you overheat or it's just a hot environment. This will keep you cool and fresh. It's also a unisex scent, so it has some extra versatility, pretty good longevity despite it being on the lighter side. I would say 5 hours, maybe even 6 hours longevity here. Definitely good projection, not too much but not too little, just a nice moderate projection. And of course, this is silver, by the way. There's two versions. There's the gold and silver. This is silver. I have not had the chance to smell the gold version, but silver does it all. It will definitely just keep you standing, in those overheating times, but very classy fragrance as well. Then, if you want something a little bit more on the modest side, a little bit more subtle and clean specifically, Not a Perfume from Juliette Has a Gun is a really good option. It has one note, which is Ambrox, and that Ambrox note can easily evolve into quite a lot of different smells. You know, I've tried it myself. It can be a little bit floral, a little bit musky, a little bit nutty, a little bit powdery. You know, it really evolves on the skin. I quite like it. It is a very interesting fragrance to wear, very appealing. It is definitely not super strong, probably on the same level as Musk Therapy, more of a personal scent. You know, once people get close to you, they'll be able to smell it, but a regular person, you know, an arm's length away, might not be able to smell too much of it. You know, unless you put on a lot, then it's more noticeable. But this is definitely a more subtle fragrance. It also has a certain cleanliness to it, so it's really nice if you want that kind of like clean smelling approach. So very nice, a little bit expensive for this one, but it is worth it if you do like that. Again, kind of a versatile scent, really good for pretty much most occasions. Very, you know, it will support you throughout the day. Then, the last one that I have to mention, which again is a very versatile scent, it's been around forever. I have to mention Chanel No. 5. So the thing about Chanel No. 5, people think, oh, it's a super luxury scent, I'm never gonna get my hands on it, it's too much for a professional environment. I would say, okay, first of all, it's actually not that expensive compared to some of the other ones here, or just perfumes in general. Regular bottle of this is $90. You're in luck if you manage to get a perfume under $100 these days, because these days $200, $300 perfumes are all over the place. But this is the classic. This is the go-to fragrance. It has been the go-to fragrance for women for more than 100 years. 1921, that's when this came out. And this is not just your going out for the evening fragrance. I would argue this is good for the daytime, for the evening, for casual events, formal events. The reason this is so versatile is because of the notes. And I'm pretty sure Coco Chanel was aware of this when this was created, to be as versatile as possible. And also probably one of the reasons why this is the best-selling fragrance in the world. But it's a floral aldehyde fragrance, so you get these nice natural sweetness of the florals and the lightness of the aldehydes. Then, it's mixed with some warmer notes like civet, musk, oak moss, amber, sandalwood, you know, these much warmer notes. So you get this balance between these two different sides of things. And that gives it an extremely unique approach to, I mean, just about everything. That's why it's so versatile. And, I mean, it's just super nice, you know? It's liked by most people. So, you're in luck if you decide to wear this. And, you know, as I said, it's versatile enough to be worn in all occasions. So, you know, if you get off work and you want to go to a nice dinner, you know, this is still going to perform well for both occasions. So, my last pick here. That is pretty much what I have to say. So, if you have anything to say about these, of course, you can leave your opinions down in the comment section below. If you like the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.